Hey guys, so this last semester I took a class called Network Cultures, which is basically about the internet and its culture. And our final project was to write a paper discussing pretty much any topic we had talked about in class. So of course, I picked YouTube. I've been watching vloggers on YouTube for the last 8.5 years, I think. So watching the vlogging side of YouTube grow and evolve has been incredibly fascinating for me. A few weeks ago, I told you guys that I wrote this essay and I was like, hey, do you want me to talk about it? And a few of you said yes, and none of you said no. So I'm taking that as a yes. And if your answer was no and you didn't say anything, and you hate this video, then I blame you. So the central question of my paper was whether or not YouTube has become more entertainment media rather than social media. And the basis for this question is that people now are starting to see YouTube as competition with TV rather than with other social media platforms like Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna give you guys both sides of the argument and I wanna hear your opinion because you guys are really smart, and whenever I make videos like this, I always really enjoy reading your comments because they're very insightful. Also, everyone has different experiences with YouTube, so maybe your experience aligns much more with one side than the other, and I am very curious about that as well. So for the purposes of this paper, I define social media as a web platform that allows participants to create and share their own content, as well as aids in social interaction. And then for entertainment media, I said that, where'd it go? Yeah. Oh, found it. Okay. For viewing entertainment media such as television, the dominant positive motivation is enjoyment seeking. Also that it helps in relaxation, to relieve tension or fatigue, killing time, and to avoid boredom. So the highlight reel for points as to why YouTube could be viewed as entertainment media. First of all, when you think YouTube, big YouTube, you think of the big vloggers who have millions of subscribers, who also have book deals and TV shows, who had their films funded, who have $1.4 million home by the beach, who have their own lines of different products and stuff. These big YouTubers are without a doubt celebrities, and that is usually a term that is associated with entertainment media rather than social media. Second, based on the definition of social media, being able to interact with the creator of content on social media is a very important aspect of the platform. But with popular vloggers, there's often very little meaningful social interaction between them and their audience. Without the important interactions between users, social media simply becomes media. I think something that really highlights this change of YouTube from social media to entertainment media is looking at the evolution of YouTube gatherings. If you look at footage from the first year of Summer in the City and compare it to now, they are two entirely different events. The first few Summer in the Cities were out in an open lawn area where people could mingle with each other and everyone could communicate. And yeah, there were some people that were slightly more popular who maybe signed a few things, but everyone was fairly equal and there was social interaction that everyone could participate in. Whereas Summer in the City now, there are ropes and there are stages and there are security guards and there's a very distinct power difference between popular vloggers and their audience, and this severely limits social interaction and makes it seem a lot more fake when there is social interaction. So now to move on over to the other side of my essay, which was YouTube being social media, my first point was that, well, when you think of YouTube as a whole, you might think of the popular vloggers. There are in fact only, I think about, was it 2,000 people or 2,000 channels with over 1 million subscribers. But there are 3.5 million channels with between 50 and 5,000 subscribers. And social interaction becomes much more easy when there is a much smaller subscriber count, when you can keep up with comments and keep up with all of your mentions on Twitter and stuff. My second point was, even though popular vloggers might not have a ton of interaction with their viewers, there's still lots of social interaction going on in the comment section, but just between other viewers. And these interactions, I argued, were just as meaningful as interactions between the creator and the viewers. Another point I made is that while YouTube gatherings have changed immensely and there might be limited interaction between the bigger creators and their viewers, there is still a lot of opportunity for interactions between viewers and smaller content creators, and for smaller content creators to meet each other. I know that when I went to VidCon two years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, I met a lot of people, still talking to some of them, and it was great. So that was a quick summary of most of the points that I made in my essay, and I would really love to get your guys' opinion and have some discussion about it, because YouTube is social media and we can discuss by interacting socially. Yeah. I'll let you know what I concluded in my essay, but I don't know, I'm I'm still open to discussion. I still think YouTube can definitely be seen as entertainment media or social media, so let's talk. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!
Hello? Hello?
Are you camera shy?